find your own personal bookshop from sunrise till twilight, or what the locals call Dimpsy Light, making recommendations to customers, called hand-selling to those in the know, lovingly wrapping a customer's new book and sending them off with a smile on their face. Then, after hours, there's the village itself to explore. Clove Law consists of one zigzagging steep street, known as up along when you're at the bottom and down along when you're at the top, which leads from the visitor centre, where the tour buses pull up, with its concessions selling souvenirs and clotted cream fudge, and the donkey sanctuary next door, all the way down to the historic harbour, where Bella and Feenan run their traditional English pub, the Siren's Tail, with its open fire and bar restaurant, always cosy and welcoming on a winter's day. In summer, you can take a trip on one of the sea life spotting boats, wander along the beach to marvel at the caves and listen to the music of the cliff waterfall, or simply soak up the atmosphere and chat with the locals on the sea wall. You might even fall in love, if Jude and Elliot are anything to go by. They both came to the seaside for a break, lugging broken hearts with them, and left healing and happy. Actually, the leaving part's not quite true. Jude and Elliot met here last summer, and look at them now, living, working, and in Jude's case, studying, locally, and every bit in love as they ever were. Not that the village chooses to advertise itself as a top spot for romance. The dramatic seascapes are attraction enough, and there's such a thing as too many visitors, according to Araminta Clove Congreve, Minty to her friends, the aristocratic owner of the big house and estate gardens at the top of the village. She's slowly coming to terms with being skint and single since forever, up there in her grand old country pile, and trying to modernise, if a little reluctantly, to help turn the village into a tastefully desirable destination. Sure, maybe there isn't loads to do in Clove Law, very little in the way of water sports or nightlife, and the beach is pebbly, not ideal for sun worshippers. Most are day trippers or weekenders enjoying dinner, bed and breakfast at the pub, but the bookshop holidays help bring guests in for 2-week stays, long enough for them to feel a valued part of village life. Plus, it's cheap. With a bit of saving up, a bookshop vacation isn't really out of the reach of anyone, if you can get away from your own life for a while, and if you've been quick off the mark and secured yourself a spot on the waiting list, almost 3 years long now. The most coveted of all bookshop borrowing spots is the fortnight including Christmas and New Year, when Clove Law is, when viewed from the sea, a sparkling winding ladder of Victorian street lamps and Christmas lights, leading from the quay all the way up along. Not a single building is permitted to go undecorated, not if Minty has anything to do with it. It's been the way we do things for as long as Minty can remember, and traditions must be upheld. This year, the December frosts have loaned the strings of lights and the Christmas wreaths on every cottage door an extra special silvery lustre. Picture the dreamiest winter by the English seaside Instagram post you've ever seen, or the most nostalgic old English jigsaw puzzle your granny ever completed, and you'll be halfway to knowing how magical and idyllic the village looks this month, with smoke curling from each chimney pot, and the big twinkly Christmas tree by the harbour welcoming in the short, precious midwinter days. Juan de Morisco, the owner of the Borrow-a-Bookshop,